Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Marilyn Darling Show, and welcome to another episode of 30 Inks 30 Days. I keep forgetting to tell you guys, it's 30 Inks 30 Days. So, how is everyone doing today? Are you having a nice day? I hope you're having a nice day wherever you are in the world. Today, we are looking at a green ink from Taccia. Taccia Olive Green, or Uguisu. Let me see who sent this. Thanks go out to Gary and Kathy Scott for providing the sample for this review. Speaking of Gary and Kathy Scott, I just I still haven't gotten to your letter yet. I've been very busy dealing with work things, so that's a thing. Alright, here is our ink swatch, and water resistance test shows that I might not want to use this on the outside of an envelope, although it did have a little bit of staying power, but I don't know, the green is just, it's not right. So anyway, here's our ink splotch. It's kind of light today. I did like a flicking pattern. And then here's our toilet paper chromatography, and it shows that there's a darker green and then there's a lighter green, or maybe even a yellow along the outside. Alright, let's do some paper review, shall we? Alright, this is the Pen and Gear Memo book from Walmart.com. And it feathered like a chicken, but it did not ghost through the page, so that's good. This is super lightweight traveler's notebook paper. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. This is lightweight traveler's notebook paper. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Moleskin 70 GSM. No feathering, a little bit of ghosting. 52 GSM Tomoe River paper. Actual Tomoe River paper. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Ayush 100 GSM paper. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. 80 GSM Rhodia dot pad. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Excuse me for just 1 second. Excuse me. Alright, this is the journal from the Dollar Tree. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. $80 GSM Nemesine. What is this? Yeah, this is Nemosine or Nemesine. Nemosine. Moramon. Nemesine. No feathering. No bleeding. A little bit, looks like it's trying to come through, but not really. This is Oxford Optic paper. This seems a little light. Brighten this up just a little bit. There we go. Now we can see good. No feathering. No bleeding. A little bit of ghosting though. Clairefontaine 90 GSM. No feathering. No bleeding, no ghosting. Lamy Booklet 90 GSM. No feathering. No bleeding, no ghosting. The Premier Premium Journal from the 99-cent store. No feathering. Little bit of ghosting. Exceed 100 GSM heavyweight paper from Walmart.com. No feathering. No bleeding, no ghosting. Unison composition book from Target for 50 cents. No feathering. No bleeding, no ghosting. True Red composition book from Staples.com. No feathering. Barely any ghosting. Let's take a closer look. Barely any ghosting. Fabriano Ecoqua 85 GSM. No feathering. No bleeding, no ghosting. The Nanami 7 Seas 68 GSM Tomoe River paper. No feathering. No bleeding, no ghosting. U-Style notebook paper. I'm going to look up something just really quick. Oh, and I'm going to share this with our friends. I believe I got this from... Yes, this is a U-Style collection notebook. 200 line pages. One tree planted to promote trees around global. Oh, there's SKU, made in Vietnam. It's a nice thick book. Doesn't say. I want to see if I can find it on Amazon. Amazon. U-Style notebook. Oh, you can get it on Amazon. Oh, wait a minute. No. I guess you can't get it on Amazon. I don't remember who sent this to me. You can go to from ustylecollections.com. I guess that's the only one. Oh no, this is from CVS also. How about that? I'll just show you. Alright, so you can get this from CVS apparently. Nice, very nice. It's exactly the same one that I have. Alright then, $10. I'm gonna write that down. CVS Pharmacy. Alright. No feathering. No bleeding, no ghosting. Alright, this is actual CVS caliber notebook paper. No feathering. No bleeding, no ghosting. Oxford notebook paper. No feathering. I want to look at this one too. I want to see. Let's just look at my... Let's see. Oxford notebook paper. Yes, this is the one. This is Oxford Spiral Notebook. One subject. If you get 8 by 10, no, 6 of them, they're $10.58. That's like, I don't know, $1 and a bit a piece. I wish they'd show you how much it is for one piece. Alright, well at any rate, that's where you can get it. You can get it from Amazon. Alright, cool. This is pretty good stuff too. No feathering. No bleeding, no ghosting. Alright, this is Mead wide roll notebook paper. No feathering. No bleeding, no ghosting. Oh, I wanted to share this with our friends. Computer's running kind of slow today. I don't know why. Alright then. Hi Carlos, how are you doing today? Are you having a nice day? Alright, this is Mead wide rolled notebook paper. No feathering. Barely any ghosting. 5-star notebook paper. Feathered like a chicken. Ghosted just a little bit through the page. HP Premium 32-pound copy paper. No feathering. No bleeding, just the tiniest hint of that it might be trying to ghost, but no real ghosting. My fingernail. Oh, my hands are all... Anyway. This is Acme cross-section pad. I don't know where to get this either. Let's see. ABE. Cross-section pad. Okay. I can't seem to find this paper either. There's a whole bunch of different cross-section pads, but I don't know. Anyway. Alright, no feathering. Only, it looks like it's trying to ghost, but not really. Alright, this is J&B Copperplate Graph Pad from johnneilbooks.com. Hi Paul, how are you doing today? The Exceed notebook looks promising for what I need. The Exceed notebook is good. Let me get through these two papers and then we will go over some things. So this is J&B Copperplate Graph Pad from johnneilbooks.com. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. This is original Crown Mill 100 GSM heavyweight paper. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. When you look at the backs of these papers, you can kind of see which ones, bring this up here, which ones are kind of worth their weight in paper. Because to me, if I can't write on the back of a page, it's basically worthless. It's basically worth mead prices, as I like to say. Because if you're gonna spend money on paper, you might as well get the best quality paper for its $1. And if you can get it for under $1, why would you pay more? So, this is True Red. This is Unison Composition Book. You can tell the difference. How much is this True Red? True Red Composition Book. $2.99. Okay, let me zoom out. True Red composition book, $2.99. Unison composition book from Target.com for 50 cents. $2.99. It bleeds like crazy. 50 cents doesn't bleed at all. You tell me, is it worth it? Unless you live in the same parking lot of a Staples, I would travel just a little bit or have it shipped to my house, which is exactly what I've done. There's nothing on that page, that's why it didn't bleed through. But everything else bleeds through on this True Red. $2.99, 50 cents. Exceed $10. Bleed, 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 bleed. Oops. Going backwards here. Bleed, 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 bleed. Bleed, 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 bleed. Bleed, 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 bleed. Bleed. Bleed, 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 bleed. Bleed, 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 bleed. Oh, I don't know if you can see it, but $50, $10. $10, 50 cents. Unless you're using pencil, in which case I cannot justify paying $10 for something that's going to bleed. $10. I think this was $2.99 from the Dollar Tree. $2.99, $10. 50 cents. The 99-cent store is worse than the 50 cents that you would pay from Target. I just can't justify paying more for less quality paper. Lamy booklet. Bleed, 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 bleed. Bleed, bleed. This Lamy booklet was expensive. Lamy booklet. It was 3 for $15. That makes this $5. $5, 50 cents. Bleed, bleed, bleed. Little better. This one not so bad. Bleed, bleed. 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 Bleed, bleed. Bleed. Really badly bleed. And then I wrote some stuff, but 50 cents, $5. Oops. Yes, $5. Alright, let's take a look at Clairefontaine, shall we? Blade. Let's see how much Clairefontaine costs. Clairefontaine. This book is part of their art series of some sort. And Deco? Is that what this is? This is Claire Jordan. Jordan. They don't even make these anymore. At any rate, the cheapest Clairefontaine is like $3. This is A5. So this... Oh, it says right here, it's... I thought it said how much it cost. 96 pages. $3.50. Not too bad. Little bit of bleed there, a little bit of bleed there. Little bit of bleed there. Little bit of bleed there. A little bit of ghosting. Not real any bleed through, but it does heavily ghost like it's trying to come through. Little bit of ghosting there and here. It's better than the Lamy booklet, for sure. Okay. Let's look at this Oxford optic paper. Let's see how much the Oxford optic paper is. Oxford optic paper. Okay. Remember where it says, oh, OPTIK. That's, oh yes, optic. Oxford optic paper by Groff. Oh, God. Shopping. I can't even find the optic paper. Stone paper? What the hell is that? I can't find any results for this. At any rate, bleed. Oh, this is the only page that I have to. Bleed, 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 bleed. I'm guessing it's more than $7, because that's the cheapest thing I can find. Anyway, oops, sorry, I've been missing the chat. What did I miss? Not that impressed after all. I'm trying to find a hardcover notebook with fountain pen friendly paper without paying an arm and a leg. Does it have to be hardcover? I mean, because if it doesn't have to be a hardcover, these are, I mean, they're not like super hardcover, but it's good quality paper. Most Clairefontaine that I've ever seen is 90 gram. 80-gram envelopes and 90-gram paper. That's the difference. The paper that I use to do envelopes with is Mead. It's kind of crap. Not gonna lie. But I use gel roller to do my envelopes with. Unless I want to write calligraphy, and then I'll use my Waterman 12 with a Waterman 12 POC with a boinga boinga, and I will write their address on a piece of CVS caliber notebook paper, cut that out, and then use some sort of tape or glue roller to adhere it to the envelope. So, this optic paper, not the best either. Let's check out this Nemesine. Alright, bleed, bleed. Bleed, bleed, bleed. Bleed, 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 bleed. Bleed, 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 bleed. Not too bad. Bleed, bleed. Not too bad. Bleed, 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 bleed. So, I mean, they're not a terrible bleed, but you can still see the ink well through the paper. Some of them. And this stuff's not cheap either. This is Nemesine Nemesine paper. Let's just see. Book of Moramon Nemesine paper, I think this is the one, is $8.87. $8.87. It's very smooth. It's really nice. It feels like some of the smoothest paper I've ever used in my lifetime, but it does bleed a little bit. Okay, let's look at the next one. This is the Jot Journal from the Dollar Tree. One little tiny bleed, but you have to look really hard to see it. And this was $1. Like, this is more what I expect to pay. This is a bleed, 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 but it's $1. I mean, what do you expect for $1? I mean, this is pretty good paper, especially because this was $1 and this was 50 cents. Like, you can kind of see through the paper, but it's not coming through. These are not really showing up, or they're like coming through completely. I mean, if I only had $1 and I had a Dollar Tree that was closer than Target, I might get me one of these. It's called a Jot Journal. Do it right. Do it right. Projects. There's the back. It's made in India. So, it's nice. I like it. And there, that's what we have for that. Let's see. The other papers that I have. This is the Pen and Gear Memo Book from Walmart.com. Let's see if I can. Not a whole lot comes through except for this one, which was Rottler's Red Eel. That one's kind of a bleedy ink. Some of these, like Ghost, but they don't really come through. Except that one came through pretty bad. Little dots here and there. Not so much on this one. Hardly at all on this one. That's just... And then nothing came through on that one. Oh, that was because it was pencil. But this was, it was 75 cents for 3 of these. So this is probably like 30 something cents, 32.5 cents. This is Rhodia Dot Pad. Let's see, how much does Rhodia Dot Pad cost? Rhodia Dot Pad.
Rhodia Dot Pad around Fullerton. Here you go.
A Rhodia Dot Pad, 19 inches, oh no, number 19, 8 inches by 12 inches, is $9. I just cut it up and made it into a book. But you can still see sometimes the ink comes through. Not the greatest. Some there and there. Some there. Oops. So, I mean, you can see that the quality of the paper is different with all of these. This is not so bad. A little bit there and there. Not so bad. A little bit there and there. Not so bad. A little bit there and there and there. I don't know what happened here. But at any rate. Alright, let's take a look at this. What is this? This is, oh yes, this is Ayush paper for a fountain pen. Your fountain pen will love this paper. Unruled. And if we flip it over, no feathering, no bleeding, blah blah blah, 100 GSM, 50 sheets. There's the information for that. And as we can see, it does a pretty good job at not feathering and not bleeding through. So I'm impressed by this paper also. This is 100 GSM. Nothing so far has bled through, which is great. Of course, this is a flip book. I don't know how the mileage may vary for like a composition book. Let's see if I can find a composition book. Ayush. Of course, I didn't spell it right. Huh. Ayush. A5. Ayush. Wait, I have one of these. Do-do-do. Okay, so you can get this stuff from Ayush, AYUSHPAPER.com. And this book here is $10. You can't stop feeling. You can write though. And so far, nothing has come through. Hi Luna, how are you? Are you having a nice day? I hope you're having a nice day. So this is some pretty good paper. A little bit of ghosting there, but nothing hardly comes through except for naughty inks, which is nice, very nice. Oi. Alright, what's next? Oi. This is, oh, This is 52 GSM Tomoe River paper. Let's take a look. I just threw a book of that stuff over here. What did I do with it? Oh, that's it. So this is the Birmingham Pen Company 52 GSM Tomoe River paper. And I got this. This was a gift from pen friend Chris, I think, too long ago. But I don't think I can remember only one specific time that I had a complete bleed through, and that was with Noodler's King Philip Requiem. But ever since then, I have not had any bleed through with this paper. And I've used hundreds of inks in this little tiny notebook to do reviews with. Let's transfer. So nothing. Oh, Bay State Blue went through. And whatever that one was. Zeus? Oh, that is Private Reserve Turquoise Silver went through. And Rattler's Red Eel went through. But like maybe 3 or 4 inks at most have gone through Tomoe River. This is good paper, but it's very expensive. Let me see if I can actually find Tomoe River. Tomoe River paper. You can get a real book of Tomoe River paper, A5, 160 pages, for $13.37 on Amazon. Oops. And that's what it looks like. I mean, not like the most expensive, but alright, so that's Tomoe River. This is a joke. This paper, this is moleskin, and it is the worst joke on the face of the planet, because their claims are that this is fountain pen friendly paper. Does this look like fountain pen friendly paper? No. This is not fountain pen friendly paper. I wouldn't use this paper to wipe my arse with. Moleskin. Your paper is garbage. It's worse than Mead. I mean, at least Mead held up with some of them. But all of them? Really? It's awful. Yeah, what the hell, Moleskin? I mean, if you're gonna sell paper, at least tell people that it's not for fountain pen friendly people. Pencil, maybe. Pencil. Pencil and maybe gel roll, maybe ballpoint pen? I don't know, let me see. Oops, that one's dead, I forgot. Why is there crunchy on this? Ballpoint pen. This is Uniball's Vision. Pilot G2. We'll even try this extra fine. Japanese pen. Even the Uniball signal, the Uniball came through. So maybe ballpoint pens would be okay, but I wouldn't. This is just not fountain pen friendly paper. It feathers like crazy. The only thing that I can suggest that this would be good for is Christmas. Making Christmas. If you're trying to make feathery swirls. Because if you use a wet enough ink with some shimmer in it, it'll make it look like snowflakes. Like you're writing with snowflakes. That is the only thing I can see that this would be useful for. Okay, so now we come to Travelers lightweight notebook paper. I mean, some of them it totally ghosts. Like it totally has some see-through properties. This is the only one right here, Rattler's Red Eel, that is ghosted through. But all of them are pretty good, except for turquoise, Private Reserve turquoise, silver. But like most of them have been pretty good. The ghosting, the see-through properties of this paper is unreal, though. It's very thin. This has got to be like, I don't know how thin this paper is, but it's very thin. And then this is Traveler's Notebook super lightweight. So if this is lightweight, this is super lightweight. And it's like completely see-through. I can't tell if it's ghosting or feathering or not, because it looks like it's, but it's not feathering. So I'm not really sure. Well, like, you can see completely through the paper. This would be great for like practicing calligraphy, because you can see right through the paper. And if you had some lines that you wanted to practice with, I have this. Where is it? What did I do with it? Is it over here? Yep. Actually, I have one here somewhere. If I use the damn it, come on. There you are. If I use the J&B copper plate graph pad and I wanted to put this underneath the paper, I could totally see the lines underneath to practice some calligraphy. So, oops, are you upside down? Nope. My book is upside down, that's why. So, that is the only thing I can think of that would be good for this paper. And that is really all of the papers. CVS caliber notebook paper. '68 GSM Tomoe River paper. Some of the best. This U-style notebook paper, not so much. CVS caliber notebook paper is what I use. It's loose leaf paper, and it doesn't bleed or feather. This Oxford notebook paper, this is some excellent paper. It doesn't bleed or feather. But Mead is crap. Bleeds and feathers. And this 5-star notebook paper bleeds and feathers is crap. So, I mean, it just really depends on what your budget is. And if you've got 50 cents laying around, you can walk your butt down to Target and get some lined paper that you know that's not gonna feather. The CVS caliber notebook paper is like $4. $4 for a ream. Onion skin paper is expensive. Why would you spend $10 on a pad of, or even, it's really expensive. It's gotta be like $20 for a pad of onion skin paper. I don't have onion skin paper, but I went looking for it once, and like, they don't come in small batches. You have to get like 500 to 1,000 pieces, and it's like $100. I'm like, there's no way. I'm not spending $100 on that. Why? Makes no sense. We like things to make sense around here. We are scientists. Anyway, now that I've rambled on for several hours and bored you all to tears, which I apologize for, but I wanted to show you guys that just because you have $2 to spend doesn't mean you should buy $2 paper. Just saying. This is the best stuff on the market that I have found so far. And I will continue to use it. Besides the CVS caliber notebook paper, I use the Unison every day, and I use the CVS every day. It comes in college rule and wide rule, and it also comes in graph paper. I wish it came in plain, but I don't know if they have a CVS caliber printer paper. I'm gonna go look and see, because that might be where it's at. Okay. And Fabriano Ecoqua is expensive too. Fabriano paper. A book of Fabriano Ecoqua is $6.65. Or a large book is, it says small spiral bound. Alexa, stop. Spiral bound blank 70 sheets stone color is $14.84. But if you get 3 of these little ones, 4 of these little ones is $11.97. But they're little, like you can barely write anything on these little books. So, I don't know if that would be helpful to anyone either. Anyway, what did you guys think of today's ink? Are you guys looking for a olivey green ink to use in your bullet journal? Let me know in the comment section below. That is all for today. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed that one. I hope that you learned something. Please share this video with your friends. Follow me on social media. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the little bell. Make sure it's set to all so when I upload new content, YouTube notifies you. And I will be back very soon with another video. So take care until then. Okay, love you, bye. Have a great day. I'll see you all very soon.